Hi, Tribal Jazzman Scholar. I want to talk a little bit about being in alignment with our life's purpose. I do subscribe to the idea that we all come into life with a certain destiny, a purpose, a goal, what we're here to do to help heal the planet, to help heal humanity and our Earth. And I don't think it's arbitrary, and I really firmly believe that we are gifted in some unique way. And one of the big challenges in our life is to find how that gift expresses itself, what the tools are we need to develop in order to release that gift, and how to trust its impulses and its guidance in spite of what the world may seem to be asking of us. Very often the gift is not embraced or welcomed by others in the way that it feels compelled to come out of us. But I wanted to just talk about a personal experience I had. I made the decision in my early 20s that I wanted to be of service. I became committed to that after many years of being a political activist and trying to raise awareness about American foreign policy in certain regions of the world, Latin America. And I made a commitment to offer myself in service to a community in Mexico, a squatter settlement. When I first worked there, it was dirt floors, cardboard walls, no electricity, no running water. And I found a project that I could align myself with, teaching nutrition education there with support, very modest support from a small nonprofit. And I spent a good part of my graduate studies there in my master's program doing some research on what local health educators were able to remember of what I had taught them. And but the experience I wanted to relate was I was teaching nutrition classes, and I would wake up at 6 in the morning. I would organize my materials. I would head out into the field. I would go from home to home doing these demonstrations, preparing soybeans. I would purchase a lot of food. I would clean all the materials. I'd get home 8 or 9 o'clock at night. I'd wash everything till midnight. I'd go to bed, wake up at 6 a.m., and this routine went for day after day in very, very hot weather, sleeping 6 hours and working the remaining 18 hours in the day. And I never felt tired. And I remember thinking, where does all this energy come from? How is it that I don't get exhausted? I just felt energized, and in reflection many years later, I began to understand that when we are in alignment with our life's purpose, when we are in service to some deeper sense of who we are and what it is we are to do, that there is a tremendous amount of energy that flows through us, and it activates us, and it charges us. And so I often look at how I feel in my present world, in the activities I'm engaged in, and I look at my energy and I try to find, where do I feel that limitless source of energy? When do I feel activated? And that usually helps me understand when I'm in alignment with what it is I am to be doing. And very often in my work with young students, I teach 5th grade right now, in the context of helping them understand themselves and perhaps a conflict that they're in, and I'm looking them in the eye and we're talking, and I even often feel tears welling up. I feel a tremendous amount of energy pouring through me, and I'm very certain in those moments that I'm in alignment with what I am supposed to be doing. And it's very often not what my job description asks of me as a teacher. It's more what I know to be my role as both an elder, a mentor, a role model, and someone who is here to help bring the gift out of the child. If my gift is partly to be a teacher and a mentor and to work with young people, a responsibility that I also have is to see that gift as it's beginning to express itself in young people, and to welcome it into the world, and to embrace it, and to help call it forth. And that's part of how I see my responsibility. And often when I'm in that moment of intense connection, I feel that limitless energy pouring through me, and I know that I'm in alignment with what the ancestors have given me to give to this world. And with that, Tribal Jazzman Scholar will sign off.